Am I the only one who constantly hears buzzwords like productivity and the work-life balance and boundaries and self-care? And sometimes it feels more exhausting just trying to keep up and be right on all of these trends. So today, let's just talk about what rest should actually look like and how it affects your money. So make sure to subscribe, share this video with a friend as well. So first, living a balanced life isn't always about doing less, but it's usually about doing things sustainably. So this does require some boundaries around certain areas to really make sure that you thrive, because life balance, it's just not real. You're not going to be balanced in every part of your life all the time. You're not. There's going to be some areas of your life that you're struggling in and you're not doing as well. And some you choose to opt out of. Some you choose to be all in. And that is life. This perfect balanced life over the course of a 24-hour period or a week-long period or even a month-long is just not realistic. Now, one thing that people don't realize is how much your life can affect your money. So when you think about your schedule, your sleep, your stress level, your work, all of these things actually encompass how you handle your money. And your money is a tool for your life, and it affects some of these areas. So creating margin in your life and your mental health, it just prevents you from overspending if you're living out of stress and scarcity. If you are just constantly feeling stressed and you're constantly feeling you have to do all of these things, sometimes financially you can suffer because of that. So here are 5 ways to start doing this today. So number 1, be where your feet are. I really do love this saying, because if you constantly are on your phone and you're doing work and all of it, until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and you never clock out, yes, maybe you're being quote unquote responsible, but also it can be exhausting to you and you're not being present in your life. And what's crazy is if you're constantly thinking about work while you're at home, your home life is going to suffer. And then vice versa. If you're at work and you're constantly thinking about home, it's going to suffer too. So it's this idea of be present where you are, and where you have to create boundaries. Maybe you need to create some even around work. And it's tough because in today's world, it feels like everyone's on call because everyone has a cell phone. You can text, you can email. And so sometimes it is you having to set up some of those uncomfortable boundaries. And maybe you're not able to in this moment, in this specific season of your work, but getting to a place where that is sustainable is really important. So be where you are. Number 2, sacrifice for a season. So yes, there is a season of grinds, right? This is for your work, for your money, for your family. Sometimes it is a grinding season, but instead of feeling like you need to do everything, maybe you narrow it down during those seasons to what's important to you. So there may be a time, I have, different schedules with work, and sometimes it is a season of travel and I'm gone a lot because of work. And if that's the case, I know I'm probably not going to see my friends a lot during that season. And so I have to keep up with them in other ways. I'm probably not going to be consistent on family dinners because I'm out of town. And so there are going to be areas of my life that are not as great and achievable in that because of something else. But then vice versa. There's going to be times where I have a lot of downtime and I'm like, hey, I'm going to use that downtime to reconnect with friends, to be with my family. So again, it's all about being very, very intentional with that time. So there are going to be seasons of sacrifice and seasons of grind, and that's not a bad thing, but it can't be long lasting. It has to be just for a season. Now, one thing that actually can remove my stress from my life every single day is delete me. So if you don't remove your personal data from the internet, it's basically like a billboard, because your name, your address, your email, even your kids' names are out there on sketchy data broker sites. And you see those data brokers collect your data and then sell it, and that puts you at risk for scams and fraud. So here's the good news. Delete Me goes in and removes your data and helps protect you from phishing, harassment, and other online threats. Winston and I, we use Delete Me, and it saves us so much time and worry. So you guys, your family's safety and financial security are way too important to leave exposed. So sign up for Delete Me and take control. Go to joindeleteme.com/Rachel for 20% off, bringing your monthly cost to under $9. Or just click the link down in the description. All right, number 3, rest as an act of service. So if you are religious or spiritual at all, taking a Sabbath, taking a day of rest is literally in the 10 Commandments. It's a real thing. So rest, it's not selfish, okay? It is actually an act of service, because when you rest, then you're able to handle your stress better, your insecurities, your frustrations, all of that. When you have rest and margin and space for you in your life just to be, it creates a level of peace. If not, you are running around constantly stressed and it ends up going to other people. So give yourself some rest. It is such a good thing. And number 4 is to slow down and replace convenient spending with intentional routines. So when you have no margin, it actually can lead to overspending. And we weren't meant to be like robots who have everything done for us all the time. So maybe you cut some of the convenient spending for a month and put yourself back into everyday routines that actually put you back to be human. Like you were planning meals, you're eating at home. Maybe you're paying for fewer streaming services to just numb you out. Maybe even you take a break from like the gym memberships and fees and you just go on walks. Like, what are things that you can do to slow the pace down so you can get back to this life where you are more hands-on? So again, I'm not against convenient spending by any means, but if we literally have no margin to do anything, then that says something about our time. So slowing down it is a gift. And number 5, remember your worth, that your value is not affected by your productivity or your busyness. And I'm going to say this, I think the Eastern world is better at this than the Western world. Like we are in America and it's just like, you don't say no, you keep grinding, you go, bigger, better, all the things. And not that that's always bad, but there is something to be said about, again, having margin and peace and slowing down. And so there's just something beautiful about that. And we're not great at that always because we do take our value and place it on what we're achieving in life. But if you weren't achieving anything in life, you still have value. So it's always important to remember that. So that's a couple of lies that culture tells us about life and money, but there are countless more. So be sure to check out 6 lies culture tells us about money. That's coming up next. You can click there. Or if you're listening on podcast, click the link below. All right, you guys, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.